come on. I mean, me and Luna are good friends, and I believe that connection is just as strong as our connection.
They respond with, we want to help, but we can't. Like, if you want to figure out this interference, maybe you need to talk to Breotreacht. She invited you to come to the temple.
I abruptly drop my staff while my spirit friends are talking to me. And I turn towards Luna and I'm like,
look, we can fix this. This is her realm. This is Breotreacht's realm. If we just leave, right? If we just leave, then you should be able to get your powers back. Right?
Let's get out of here, I guess. I don't know. When are we going to get out of here?
That's a fairy.
How big is this place?
Oh
no. We'll say that you've been, like, I think Luna would be antsy, and so she would have bothered Farius over this, and he's told you that you guys are over 2/3 of the way out, so you're almost out.
Okay. So we just sprint out, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean... I'm sorry you're going through this. Why didn't you tell us? Why didn't you tell me?
She definitely still doesn't want to tell her. But, I don't know. I was embarrassed, I guess.
Well, you don't need to be embarrassed around us. You definitely don't need to be embarrassed around me. I mean, I just want to help you. I just want to be there for you. I mean, now that Keyanthi's part of Breotreacht, maybe we can tell her to stop doing what she's doing to your connection.
It's like a try, but it's like, I'm kind of skeptical. Honestly, I think at this point it'll just get worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This whole situation is just weird. What type of bad gods help people? It doesn't make any sense.
Is she really helping, though? That's what I'm wondering.
You think she's using Keyanthi?
I don't know. It would sound like what I've heard of Breotreacht.
This pilgrimage was supposed to be easy.
We came out here to have a good time, and we're honestly feeling so attacked right now.
Well, you know, I guess it works works less for some of us than others. I mean, I came out to attack people, and honestly, I'm having a great time.
Ciara, did you join them?
No.
She's just thinking to herself. He's like, yeah,
Every so often, I just think about, you know, I came out to attack people, and honestly, I'm having a great time. No,
this is pretty good.
Just sit on my own, think about that every so often. Ah, yes. It's good to be bad.
I'm gonna just grab like a clump of dirt and throws it into the river. She's just like, I'm just sick of having this thing following me. I don't know what's going on or why. And I thought that this shouldn't be happening. That's all.
Yeah, a lot of stuff shouldn't be happening. I grab another dirt
clog and just chuck it into like the river.
Magic
Yep.
harp backflips.
And I'm just like,
I thought helping the spirits would help people, but I don't know. We lost Atlana. Tarina is gone. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing.
What do you think? What do you think you should do? What do you want to do?
Well, I want to help you. And I want to help Keyanthi. I don't know, she's always so down on herself. But I've seen her do amazing things. Only one that thinks she's weak is her. Grab another dirt clog and just throw it into the river.
I just want to help her, but she won't open up to us, and it's kind of hard to do that if she doesn't. Then it just sighs into criticalness.
It hurts.
Yeah.
Cheers to hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Out of the darkness, you hear. I guess. Okay, yeah, it'd be like a foot crunch against gravel. You look behind you and see 4, 5, 6 Drow come out from the
I was
shadows.
betting on fishmen.
Yeah, the fishman!
Drow,
I scramble towards my staff that's on the ground and I like quickly like pick it up.
You see them approach garbed in, it looks similar to like the guard armor you saw in Toril, but they have a different crest on. And they say, "Who are you in these caves? State your business, you shouldn't be here."
Where?
We're on a business trip, and then we decided to leave this way and got lost. We're just trying to find our way out.
Make a persuasion check.
Well, just took one too many left turns at Albuquerque. Not doing nothing wrong.
23.
Okay. Where are your goods?
We traded them.
Well, we're looking for a fugitive. She's, got white hair, goes by Ciara. She's wanted in Marinelle.
Never seen her.
Make a deception check.
Yeah. I don't know, and I've never known anything in my life.
If you like it.
Yes.
I rolled so well, guys. I rolled a 12. Whatever.
Oh, quick, flapper!
Okay, well, he bought it because I rolled a 2. It's just like, you're real nervous. You don't have to be afraid unless you have something to hide. What's that way?
They're dangerous.
He's like, one of them looks over to the campfire. Are you traveling with someone?
Well, yeah, you don't want to be traveling these caves alone.
Alright. Well,
God, whore.
you two check out. We're gonna go check out. We're gonna go look at that fire you got going.
Oh, but wouldn't you want some... You know what? I just so happen to have some goods on me, and I like bring out like my bag, and I'm like, wouldn't you want some mushrooms? I'm holding out the blue mushrooms.
Okay, one of them, his eyes go wide, he's like, oh. Hey, That's the good stuff. Oh man, we can make a fortune off it. I don't want to sell it. We're gonna use it. Alright. We might look the other way.
Let me.
If you don't mind imparting some of your goods to us.
Alright, this might be really dumb, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
Let me check how much stock I have. You wanna come with me, Luna?
Yeah. Luna's really confused, like, okay.
Okay, and I pick up the bag and like the staff, and I put my I'm angling my back towards them, so we're facing away from them, and I'm looking at the bag while I'm holding my staff, and I'm like, okay, good, just help cover me, and I'm gonna like focus and be like whisper to my staff and be like, boink, boink, and I'm gonna
Stuff
use
comes out. Yes? What do you need?
Can you go stealthily tell Ciara that there's bad people looking for her?
Find a hole, hide in it.
Oh, yeah, okay, I'll go do that right now. We'll have him. He rolled like a 17, so.
Oh, nice.
I think he's good.
Secret Agent Man is playing behind, but like in ocarina sounds only.
Yeah, and he looks like a green dragonfly.
Kazoo.
And I'll be like, yep, we have all of our blue mushrooms.
As I'm like trying to get their attention as Boink is.
Yeah, he kind of like crawls down, and collectively they're rolled low enough to not notice, so he kind of crawls down and scuttles against the ground, and then like you turn around and distract them. You kind of like toss your leaf hair a little bit, and he takes off in flight. So you're just awkwardly distracting them with the blue mushrooms, and then Boyd comes over, buzzes over to Ciara, and says, "Ciara, Ellie says," he lands on your like knee. Says, "Ciara says they're not you. Ellie says there are bad men looking for you." And he like looks behind himself. They're over there.
It's like Kiara's pretty much like chill. She's like, oh hey, all right. Oh, bad men say. Sees sentries like whatever stump she was sitting on, like just flips back. And
Flips
just
back, makes
grabs
like
the
5
nurse bag,
chins.
puts over her hair and just scuttles.
And then like
my God.
Narte has his pack, and he's like, "Why are you acting weird?" "Oh, there's some bad men over there." He's just like, "Oh,
I am a person of interest, and I wants to remain uninteresting.
It was like-
That's what she says.
It was like-
I love that.
You see, like, Narte grabs Kenny, who's just been, like, he's been, like, fiddling with, like, the ropes on the raft and, like, making sure they're all tight and everything's nice and neat and packed away nicely. He's like, yeah, this looks good. And he's very organized and grabs Kenny. He's just like, dude. I was like, there's some sentries over there. I was like, he's like, oh, should we transform into animals or something? I don't know. Where's fairies? They're like mildly freaking out. We don't know what to do.
Oh my God.
It's just like,
Okay.
they scuttle over to Ciara. We can deeply relate.
Okay. Can Keyanthi do anything? Like, I don't know.
Cover our tracks. Roll on the ground. Do something. I don't know. Wait, you're cleric now. What are you afraid of?
I'm afraid of rolling on the ground. How would you suggest that?
Oh, well then, you know what? Pray that
Look
we
at your
have
spell
our
list. You have a bunch of level 1 spells, so maybe you can figure out something.
Mage
I'm
hand.
looking at it right now. I have
Prestidigitation is a cantrip. Every time.
Sorry.
Sorry about that. Anyway, well, at the very least, we gotta pack up quick, or we gotta get going. So, Keyanthi can help pack up and have Ciara take a head start, I guess.
Okay, so, like, you guys can try to, like, get back on the raft and go downriver, but you can also, like, just kind of trek into... There's this other cave opening. So you guys can go either into the... Go on foot or go by water. But if you went by water, you would be passing by where Luna and Ellie are with the sentries. If you go into the caves, you'd be going into the unknown.
Ciara trusts caves because she can see better than she can swim.
I would trust the cave too, and then like, can I like pray to Breotreacht to like help me figure out the best way to avoid this? Like, she would know the tunnel. She's been there so long.
Okay. Yeah. So you get this sense of if you go that way, you're not sure how to explain it, but intuitively you know that if you go with that way through the caves, you'll reach civilization somehow.
Civilization. Okay.
Yeah. At this point, Farius comes back and he's like, "What are you doing?"
Is it like safe civilization? How do I feel about it?
You feel pretty neutral about it. Like you'd be okay there.
So the
Okay.
Kenny who came back?
No, Farius is the one that's always in the books and is disinterested and detached from things. But he's the one, like, with the map and the brains, so he comes back and he's just like, what are you guys doing?
Person of interest wants to remain uninteresting. We're headed out. We're just going to, be uninteresting and that away. Is that a map? Is that a map there? You want to join us?
He's just like, pulls out his map, flips through it.
Of course you do. You're a champion.
Well, we've been following bits and pieces. However, if we go through this tunnel, it should lead us to Karlup, which is the Duragar city. It's our best chance.
Is
What's
the
going
point
on?
still nearby?
Yep.
I asked him very briefly, what do the uniforms look like? Any crests in particular to tell us where they're from?
Yeah, so what he describes is, it's a lotus flower. And you know that's Marinel's crest.
Oh, yeah. They do.
You're
Oh,
like,
yeah,
"Yep."
I know them. Oh, yeah, I know them.
Okay, so, Kenny is, like, feverishly unpacking the things from the boat and putting them back onto himself, and he's just like, let's get out of here. I'm not good at sneaking.
Maybe you go first.
He's like, maybe you can help distract them, Keyanthi? I mean, you're a cleric of Breotreacht now, I don't know. It's just like...
And I will do all that I can as long as you guys can get out.
Yep, so he, will. Let me get their stats up. So, Farius and Kenny will go. Okay, they both did pretty good. Yeah. Okay, yeah, they both managed to go across sneakily. There is a point where, like, Kenny gets, like, almost steps into, like, this hole in the ground and Farius grabs him and they, like, slink through the stalagmites and into the cave opening. And then, what's left is Narte and Ciara. So, we need... Ciara, you, I think, have plate on. Yeah. So, Narte has... He actually has a breastplate, I believe.
Breastplate or half-plate? Because breastplate doesn't have disadvantage on spells and half-plate does.
Pretty
I
sure...
would probably suggest Narcade to go first because at the very least, if they do track me, I can split off rather than alert.
Oh,
Or
he's
check.
not wearing armor. Okay, yeah. So, Narte's not wearing armor. He's a barbarian. So, it's just a...
Got the hide on me back.
Okay, he did pretty good on his roll. Let's see. Okay, yeah. He manages also to sneak across. Alright, Kiara, it is your turn. Keyanthi, you can do the assist action and give her advantage, which would give her a straight roll.
Let's do it.
Holding her armor plates.
Yeah, you're just like...
Chunk, 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 chunk.
Ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk.
Just start shaking bags of coins and bashing them on the ground. In the name of darkness! No, kidding.
Oh my god.
They're not clerics, would they know? Who knows?
Well, I mean, like, it's prestidigitation. I think I said that correctly this time.
You did?
If it can make noise, can it also make silence?
I don't think that's how it works.
Cast thaumaturgy
Sorry.
on me, make me louder.
I mean, that,
Let me see.
I don't have the armor right now, but I could do that maybe.
No. I rolled a 16 and my stealth is +2. It was a stealth check, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 18.
Okay, yeah, you make
What
it
do I roll for disadvantage?
Kayanthi's using the help action to assist you, so you just get a straight roll.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you help Kiara get over to the cave opening. You can create, so with prestidigitation, you can create an odor or a puff of wind or faint musical notes. So,
Oh, okay.
like,
It's kind of like my druid craft.
yeah, you can make...
Less druidy, more magey.
They're... You know, Luna went quite a ways off. I'd say they're like 60 feet away.
Okay.
So, like, and you used your action to help her get across. So, like, both of you, everyone who was at camp is now in the cave mouth. And then, we'll say you guys sent Boink back over. And,
Yeah.
he kind of crawls on the ground. Let's see if he is successfully... Hey, he did pretty good on his stealth roll again. So he just kind of flies back over and lands on Ellie's back, but then crawls up her shirt and, like, whispers in her ear, like, under her leaf hair, okay, they all made it to the cave mouth.
Okay, thanks. Here is the 5 mushrooms.
And, like, while they're at it, so, yeah, we'll say that you guys, have, like, a lot of awkward conversation because it's Ellie leading the conversation.
Yeah, it's good fun.
So, do you like,
Lift?
the dark?
Well, I like it a lot more than I like the lights.
Ha ha ha! Oh no, that...
Like, one of them coughs. It's like, where'd you get these? I mean, it's real hard to find this stuff. Wow, it's really legit, actually. This is really nice. Just turns it over. You guys, you guys found it in the sewers. Found it in the sewers
Yeah.
of Toril.
You know, we were... Oh, sorry.
If there was in the service of Toril.
They look up and they're like, oh yeah, that actually be pretty good for it, yeah. Oh yeah, that actually pretty good spot for it to grow. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You see one of them is like kind of checking out Luna a little bit because she's cute.
Wink at him.
He's just like, he's bashful. He's kind of bashful about it, you know. You see him like kind of preen a little bit. And their leader's just like, alright. You've convinced me. I didn't say anything down here. Just a couple of traders. Doing fair trade. Pockets the mushrooms. Let's get out of here. And then walk back the other way.
Toodaloo!
Okay, so we got crisis averted.
Wow.
Everyone's just sitting there, like, quiet, just wait for them to leave and then go to the mouth of the cave.
Oh my god, it worked! Jesus, it worked! Kicks out fire, runs away.
Okay, so what do you guys do now? You guys...
I guess we
To get to
reconvene.
the cave as fast as possible.
Okay. Alright, so you guys, are you guys gonna go down the cave mouth? Or are you, Farius brings out his map. He affirms that, like, if you follow this, you'll get to Karlip, which is the Durgar city settlement.
Just keep hearing Draugr.
Yeah.
Draugr.
And, the way out is they converge at this one. There's several tunnel systems that converge to one point, and you don't know what's in those tunnels. The cave, the river, also looks like it will lead out, but the current's been really slow lately, really slow, like something's blocking it slow. It's almost a standstill, for the past, few hours of you did some traveling down the river this morning, and, Kenny and Nartabe had to basically, row you guys, whereas before, the current just took you, and the current here has substantially waned.
So we'll make a dam.
I mean, it's a feasible assumption.
Damn big.
Well, it's a river, isn't it?
There's a town nearby. Something.
Well, as you're, where are you going?
I mean, I guess this cave leads to the Durgar, right? Is that correct?
Okay.
Should we go to this? I don't know anything about Durgar.
Do I?
Make a history check.
History. I know nothing. I've never known anything. I am lost. I got a 4, and my history is. I got a 7.
Okay, so because you're a drow, you know a little bit more, because they're the keepers of Breotreacht's tomb, and they're renowned artisans. And what you know about them is that they are the predecessors to the current dwarves of flesh outside. You have not seen a flesh dwarf, and you haven't actually seen a Durgar. You've just heard of them and know what they kind of look like. You know they're made of stone, and they keep Breotreacht's tomb, and are really renowned artisans. Because they just spend their time making stuff. So.
Oh, like little tinkerers and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's more like art.
Yeah.
Like sculptures and mosaics. And they're really spiritual in their own way.
Like pretty gem crafts. And stuff
Yeah, they
like
do
that.
jewelry,
Michael totally wants to go, but
Yeah.
Ellie wants to get out of the cave. Just help
Well,
her
it's on the way
friend.
to Breotreacht's tomb.
It is technically on the way.
We need to head there anyway, and I feel like
Yeah, Ciara relays this
visit
information.
everything. Why do we need to head there? Do we really need to head there?
It's the only
If
way
we
out.
head back, we might be discovered again.
It's
This is true.
all of the paths converge to Breotreacht's tomb. And the only way out is through that tunnel. So yes, you have to go through it.
And why did you pick this way?
Just
If it makes you feel better, Luna, I picked this way too.
it's like we all wanted to avoid the cities. It's just points to his map, city, city, city.
And Ciara just wanted person of interest. Just wanted person of interest. Interest.
Wait, what did you do, Ciara?
Defecting love.
Kenny leans over and he's like, she left the army.
Oh.
It's a crime in most places.
Big crime down here, especially since it means you're. Oh, well, the opposite of what Keyanthi's doing. I'm breaking covenant with. I am breaking my covenant with Breotreacht. She seems a little bit shook by that for a moment. I'm breaking it with my god.
Is it okay for you to go?
Sky.
Is it okay for you to go then?
And she's like, oh, I said, what? Oh. Well, I have to go if I'm going to find my father.
Then I think the sooner we go, the better.
I'm with you there.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we don't have a choice. I mean, maybe since we're going through the tomb, I mean, maybe you could talk to Breotreacht to give you your powers back. I
We
mean,
can try to just get through as fast as possible. Like,
yeah.
either way, we have to go. So let's head out.
All right. So you guys go down the footpath, and you guys are walking along. Everything's quiet. It's dark, but you guys all have
Just kinda
dark.
hanging to the back.
So yeah,
Luna's hanging in the back.
Luna's hanging in the
Yeah.
back. All right.
Ciara like glances back at you every so often. Just there's probably a point where she sort of just slows enough to be sort of walking alongside. What do you make of your gods, by the way? Just very casual, like, so what do you make of your gods?
Your druidic gods, yeah.
Yeah.
You're cutting out.
Yes, you.
Sorry.
Well, there's this Lucia. My mom taught me to worship her, and now I worship her.
Huh.
You can list the other druidic gods. I'll get their names up in a second. Mylukia. She's the goddess of dreams, the moon, night, freedom, and cycles and air. Celeborn is like the nature god of balance.
Yeah, God of Order.
Order in nature, sun, intelligence, earth, hope sort of thing. Hevesta is about harvest and bounty, home, hearth, protection, and fire. And then Kriar is about springs, rain, healing, cleansing, and patience. And Terrafont is a druid of Krior. To an extent, you all revere the druidic gods, but usually, like, as a druid who worships one of the pantheon, they like pick a favorite, basically.
Yeah, it's like a patron.
Yeah.
Like your patron god.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, like, Kiara's like, oh, very interesting. Sound and things. Now, I hope you don't mind me supposing, but if I had, now, we're just supposing here. If I had myself a grudge, and I lived forever, and had boundless opportunity to garner power, I would probably make it my business to sort of be a sty in the eye of anyone who did not declaim those who put me in a place that I don't want to be. And if I wanted to stress them to a point where they would cater to my will, I'd say the best way of going about that is probably disconnecting them from what gives them power so that I have more by comparison. But that's just me supposing. You know? Just scare like,
It wouldn't really be any of your business anyway. Like,
no,
there's
but it's
somebody else's
Breotreacht.
houses, especially if they're on their way out.
Nay, but it's not my region. It's Breotreacht's. So, I can tell that you're stressed. Very obviously so. But maybe therein lies the point. Don't think of it as a failing on your part, lass. It's all very intentional, if I know if I know anything about anything. It's a tactic I'd adapt, were it my place.
You guys can.
She's just sort of like when she's talking with Luna, she's just like, well, you know.
I know, kind of coy about it.
About food for thought. I don't know nothing about nothing, you know. I'm just a sword swinging
gal, and you can see her like twirling her like hair a bit.
Well, you know. Just,
Well, you know.
It do, yeah, you know. But yeah, so it's not a reflection on you. It's a war that has been fought above our heads, so to speak.
I think Luna would just be pensive.
Pretty much.
Yeah, she's just kind of nods.
Hi, this is Tiffany, your DM. Thank you for watching Dungeon Damsels. This is not the end of the session, so please stay tuned for the next part. We update on Tuesdays and Saturdays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're interested in supporting us more, please push the subscribe button, like, or comment. We also have a Patreon, wink wink nudge nudge, and our show is in podcast form. You can find us on Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Podbean, Spotify, and plenty of other podcast platforms. Thanks, we hope to hear from you soon.